Hey there, vloggers, type watcher people. Today is day 5, and you're already like, oh no, those are his kids. What is he doing? Today's day 5 of the Teach Thought Reflective Teacher blog / I'm doing a vlog challenge. So I said to post a picture of my room and talk about what I see and what I don't see that I'd like to. So yeah, here's my room. You can see it probably a bunch of times. There's me up there doing my thing. There's my students back there doing their thing. My student helper was like really fascinated by the cabinet, so we'll probably look at those a few times. Back there is a student who's waiting to take a quiz. He's got a little makeup action. He's waiting for me to finish politely. Yeah, that was awesome. That was one of my hardest classes to manage, and like I was like all over him on Friday, and we talked to them today, and today like I gave them this work to do after we went over the quiz that we took last week and talked a little bit, and they were just so good and quiet. Here I am. I'm emphatically teaching. You probably notice I gesture a lot. So let's okay. I'll go around the room and talk about some of the things we see. So I've got my students. You can see clumped into desks. Trying that out this year. I did it my first year, and it was kind of rough. So I tried to do too much of this, where you're saying you're just me lecturing, and it wasn't engaging enough for kids to be able to face each other and not be a management nightmare. So I'm trying to do a lot more group work. Unfortunately, you won't get to see a whole lot of that today, because today was a lot more lecture, going over papers that we had before. Here's my lab area. So you have a nice dedicated lab area on that back counter with some stuff. More of the table. I got my chalkboard up there. I do a question every day for the kids to answer. I try to have a lot of routines set up, so you know there's stuff for them to do. Like behind me, you can see how they're supposed to raise their hand. So you can see how they raise their hand. They've got different ways to raise their hand. That poster over there. There's a kid answering the question. He's got his hand raised. Yeah, with the appropriate number of fingers. It's good. Anyway, yeah, that's whiteboards. I like to write on those whiteboards, and I can project on them too, which I don't do today. I've got the TV will project as well, even though it hisses and is annoying. I mean, that's my classroom. I feel pretty good about it so far. For the most part, I've got the kids trying to do more group work, especially this is one of my bio classes, so it's flipped. So in class will be a lot less of actually what you see here, and a lot more of them working and me sort of going around and guiding them, making sure they're on the right track, making sure that they've, figured out the stuff. Today we're going over the videos that they watched for homework last night, because we're about to take a quiz, a little pop quiz that I told them they'd have over the videos to try and encourage them to really, go the extra mile, watch those videos for me, since they don't love me unconditionally and unquestioningly yet, so they won't, they may or may not watch videos just because I said, hey, you watch these videos. There's nothing I can really think of that I don't see that I'd like to. Other than, I'd like to see me not standing in front of everyone and talking so much, because that's really not good. So yeah, that's what I got going on in my classroom. This video is very long, so that's pretty much it. As always, if you have anything you want to add, just throw it down there in the commentary areas, or with a video response, so we can start a dialogue. What's your classroom look like? How do you feel about what you've got going on? Thanks for watching, everybody. That's day 5. Should be on day 8, so I've got to do another one tonight.